Hello, folks, and welcome to Black Grimoire, Cursebreaker. So this is a game I would described as inspired by old school RuneScape, and I've seen a bit of it before, of the game. I've seen a bit of the game before, via Splattercat, and yeah, I can certainly get those vibes. But yeah, this is... Sorry, I should correct myself. This is the demo of the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker. The demo of it. Figure I'll give the demo a try and see what I think. I wish they had, yeah, wouldn't have this. We'll display name. Wouldn't have this anyway, but I'll just put it in there anyway. Oh, box. How's that looking in, still actually a bit loud. But then again, it may get quieter in-game. And if that's as loud as it gets, then that's perfectly tolerable. Oh wait, this can't be played with the controller. I've played so many games that are played with the controller recently. Like 80 hours of Dark Souls. Where I've gotten used to games being played with controller. It's just easier to use a controller from here. New game 1. The demo ink. Good game. The demo seems pretty expansive. Not sure how long I'll play it for. Rothar Aircrest, Lord of Embertail. You are Rothar Aircrest, the ruler of a remote northern province called Embertail. And you can very much see like RuneScape-y art vibe to it. You were the archery contest champion as a lad. Increases starting level and experience gains by 10% in archery. Though you had no teacher in magic, never stopped you from trying to unlock its secrets anyway. So, 4 background traits. No one ever knocks you off your feet, and you tend to keep it that way. Bonus items. Bonus reward sword. Okay. Small copper bag. Ooh, that's definitely useful. Much like RuneScape, you have a very limited inventory. Though it seems for the 1.0 release, they expanded the inventory a bit. And they've also introduced more bags and the like. Shield. No reduced spell resistance. I like playing melee. So probably gonna go with this. I just like playing melee. Oh, and we have a read bit. something I can cut out and stick as a separate video as well. I do that too much. Some people apparently like it. They don't like reading stuff themselves, so having someone else read it out is a boon. The brief history of Lord Rotar Aircrest, champion of Embertail, as recounted by Professor Eli Tomes of Bronzewind Academy. Upon hearing the news of his father's sickness, young Rotar Aircrest prepared to journey back home to Embertail from the Malorian court, where he had been receiving tutelage for the previous 5 years. During those years, he'd grown a particularly close bond with the Malorian Crown Prince, Aran T'Avin, who so happened to be only a year his senior. The two had said to have exchanged loving hugs and tears in the court of petals, while young Rotar was taking his leave. It would not be long until Rotar's father passed away, leaving him to assume the mantle of Lord of Embertail. On the other hand, a few years later, enabling Meloria to southeast, Prince Aran finally ascended to the throne, assuming power from the Council of Lords Regent, which had administered the realm since his father's untimely passing. But some among the Malorian lords were not best pleased by this transition and were quick to question whether King Aran was in fact yet fit to rule. Despite desperate to prove himself a strong and capable monarch, King Aran reached out to Lord Rotar, requesting Embertail's vassalization to the Malorian king. But, of course, the young king had asked for too much. Insulted by his request, Lord Rotar's reply was a thrust rejection, which launched King Aran into a campaign to conquer the land. Though friends were to have their reunion in the field of battle. Yet, if King Aran was to capture Embertail, he would have to overcome the very obstacle that had always halted the expansion of past Malorian kings into the north, the mountain range known as Amarian's Wall. A single passage leads down to the lands of Embertail, blocked by the Winter's Light Fortress, which had already garnered a reputation for never having surrendered to a siege. Lord Rotar knew this well, as did King Aran. The king's plan was to set up a force to guard the mountain passage, perhaps trick the enemy into thinking siege was yet to come, while the bulk of his army took the long journey south towards its city-state of Terrair, intending to loop around the mountains. Sensing this, Lord Rotar had sent brave rangers across the mountains behind enemy lines. Reports confirmed his suspicions, and soon he knew that if he was to survive, he was faced with only one choice: to charge the king's forces at the Marin's Passage with all its might. Divided though the king's armies were, defending Mountain Pass still lent them a significant advantage. The battle that ensued proved hard and bloody indeed, and was said to have lasted for several days. In its final moments, according to legends, Lord Rotar and King Aran faced each other in the battlefield, where they undoubtedly had bitter exchanges. Yet, in the end, Lord Rotar's charge prevailed. When the king's army was forced to retreat, Lord Rotar managed to occupy Amberpine Valley on the Malorian side of the mountains. Aran, in turn, had to recall his armies in the south, now to the defense of his own realm. Yet he was unable to dislodge Rotar's entrenched position in the valley, even as the war carried over a year. Eventually, its outcome became decided by the king's own disgruntled vassals. The Malorian Council of Lords sent word that they had chosen to elect a new ruler, and ordered King Aran to return to the grand city of Malor to abdicate. Infuriated, King made his return with the entirety of his race forces, but upon reaching the city, he was met with a unified host of the Lord's personal banners. Battle-weary and demoralized, the king's commanders deserted him. Aran was seized by the Lords without further bloodshed. Lord Arantu Loren was crowned Meloria's next monarch, whose first task was to sign peace with Lord Rotar, promising respect Embertail's autonomy. Aran, now known as the last king of House Tavain, came to languish in the dungeons of Meloria for the remainder of his days. However, for young Rotar, something good had come out of the war. Indeed, during his occupation of Amber Pine Valley, he had struck his eyes upon a beautiful peasant woman, Fael Amin. Upon their return to Ambertail, the two became married. Lady Fael's lowborn descendants raised certain eyebrows, but who would have objected to the champion of Embertail, defender of the Northern Realm? Thus began the rule of Lord Rotar Aircrest of Embertail. And that's the end of it. I think just get a ping there, so I'll just check that out. Greetings, folks, and I have returned. Let us continue. I do believe I'm happy with this. Having a bag of this is damn useful to begin with. Again, limited inventory space. I think we got like 20 something slots max right now, though they've increased it in 1.0 to like 30 odd. I'm not sure if the demo's updated or not, so like is it an old demo or is it an updated demo? No idea. So we will roll with this. Or mainly to boost your ego in the kitchen. 5% cooking experience. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. If I'm... I like playing melee, so I'll go for that. And I probably should get some armor, so I'll go for that. And therefore mining and smithing are good companions to it. It makes sense. And to be honest, I'm happy enough with this. Yeah. There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Helene, custodian of the dream. Hop on, we don't have much time. Do I know you? Of course you know me, you old Rotar. You just keep forgetting. I am Helene, the custodian. Right. It just mean we don't have much time. See that storm in the horizon? It's something frightfully unnatural. Shouldn't be here at all, but somehow it is. I'm sorry. What do you mean? It's working for you, Lord Rotar. And you're bringing me to it? Ah, Imbertail. It's the land of sprawling forests, hills, and lakes. Always do like your home, Lord Rotar. There's only time for one last dream. Something to... well, to remind you who you are, I suppose. Yeah, very much a RuneScape vibe. Though I feel it's more modern RuneScape rather than old school RuneScape. But it's been a while since I looked at either, so maybe I'm a little too judgy. You're gonna fall out. I really am sorry. I can't protect you from it. Soon will force you to wake up, but for now, sweet dreams, my lord. That was a strangely vivid dream. Good morning, sleepyhead. This game, the demo, seems kind of expansive, and I have no interest in grinding in a demo. I'm not sure how expansive it actually is, but say if I... basically, I'll put a few hours into it, and after that, I'll leave it. Maybe 4 hours, 5? That feels reasonable enough to me. I know I put in a bit more into Metaphor, but it's like I knew that had a distinctive end point. But I'm not sure how long this one goes on for. This one's a bit more nebulous and up in the air, so perfectly happy to give it a try, but I just don't like playing too long on a demo when the save doesn't carry over. I'm presuming the save doesn't carry over. Good morning, darling. Sleeping well? Sleep well? Yeah, I've been up for long. I guess. Had a strange dream, though. Well enough. Have our guests arrived? I've been up for long. Not long. I did spy that some of our guests have already arrived for the evening's banquet. Mistress of the house tried to keep them in separate rooms, but before long they bunched up in the main hall. Now the situation brewing, something that requires your attention. Mistress of the house? Aren't you the mistress of the house? Maybe that's a different title. Also, I noticed she kept her own surname. As always, I'm happy to leave politics to you and see to the evening's preparations instead. Promise me you'll try to keep them from killing each other before the festivities begin. Let's go over our guests. The ones who matter are the estates of Armsteel, Rain, and Oldwood. Well, Goldbridge too, of course. Also received an unexpected guest tonight, wizard by the name of Calantir. How did you know about the Armsteels? They're the same as always, you know, set in their ways, only able to talk about what a great house of warriors there are and quick to settle disputes and field battle. Rain? Merchants from the Kingdom of Oria with a repute for deep pockets. That's all we know. I think they make an effort to keep their affairs private. Oldwood? From the old estates in all of Imbertale, late Master Oldwood had the fortune of siring only daughters. Delilah, the eldest, is the real head of the family now, which is a cause for murmurs among some, but I doubt she cares. Goldbridge? Tyrone Goldbridge, the Baron of Thornhill, arrived here without the rest of his family, which is unusual. He's always been ambitious, and lately these ambitions have been upsetting all the other families present, hence the ongoing ruckus downstairs. Calantir, have I heard of him before? A traveling mage who apparently drove off a group of bandits near Mistywood a few nights ago. He's a bit strange, but known for good deeds, so it'll be hard to us to turn him away. Don't worry, I'll handle him. You always do. Hold mouse wheel or use flash to turn the camera. Concerning lords and ladies, speak to guests downstairs. Beasts. You gained this ring when you married your wife, Faylee. Equip. Yeah, it's very much got a RuneScape vibe. Kind of wish it had a book on cooking. Book with about various cooking recipes, although a lot of them center on how to make chicken taste better. Gain 20 XP with cooking. 66% of the way to the next level. Bucket of water for some reason in my cupboard. Fishing. Time that our finest city be governed by a tyrant. Slander. Children, all of you. Husband, say something. Yes, think of us traitors. Yes, think of the economy, you fools. Ridiculous. You're ridiculous, you stuffed old buffoon. I'm piercing in order, my lord. We're fighting like we expected. My land belongs strictly to me, that's how feudalism works. You're here. Have fun, my lord. Rare bottle of whiskey. I think the inventory... No, I don't think it's any different from the Splattercat video. Good morning, Lord. I'm kind of just playing with the mouse right now. It's a little awkward using the keyboard as well. What a fine collection of druidic artifacts you have here, young lord. True stuff. Something in alchemy. 20 fishing. 120 fishing. 20 archery. 24 in smithing. 20 in magic. 20 in woodsmanship. It's quest item. Straight rye whiskey, bottled 294 AOC. Smithing's at level 4. You fools seem to forget that none of you are in any position to make demands of me. Oh, is that so? Perhaps you change your tone when my banner marches for the quarry you so instantly placed on my lands, eh? There's no voice acting. There was some meter for it, but I'm not hearing any. I don't mind, I'll read it out myself, but I'm just kind of thrown off when there's a meter for it, as far as I gathered. I got some voice messages, so BRB, folks. Hey, folks, and I have returned. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Not sure how long I'll play for. Dinner is doing right now. So, continue. Your own vassals sold me the deed. What's it to me if you can't keep him in check? Why can't they just get along? Continue listening. Who cares about some meaningless quarry in the middle of nowhere? Quite right. True crime here is taxes you've levied against foreign merchants. Setting away free trade. It's simply ridiculous. You should think quite the opposite, Master Galvers. See, you're free to take your trade anywhere, as long as it's out of my city. Your city? It's your city, is it? Indeed, all of this is nothing compared to the corruption you brought onto the precious city of Thornhill itself. You even prevented my husband a seat on city council. And why is that? Perhaps afraid to have someone who might actually speak against you. Oh, Delilah, let's not pretend your husband is actually capable of, well, anything really, apart from serving as your mouthpiece, perhaps. I've heard enough of this. Ah, Lord Aircrest, now did you hear? You might be willing to tell these bitter imbeciles. You, Tyron of Goldbridge, you've stepped on a lot of toes here. But Lord Aircrest, for the peace of the realm, so you make amends with at least one of the families here today. Being Lord of the realm, you know striking compromises between your vassals is sometimes essential. So I had to support a petition of one of the families present in order to balance against the growing power about Baron Goldbridge and gain favors in the process. The question is who to support. Does it matter? Simply choose one. Talk to families determine that. Perhaps, perhaps not. Each family's present are surely influential in their own ways, and we gratefully support. Warriors, merchants, and unknown. I'll talk to one family to determine them. It's none but pure slander. Glad to see you're still the Lord of Imbertale, not that upstart Goldbridge boy. By the time I get shown his place. Where's it always Lord Alecrest? John, Marie. We support us then. Not that we couldn't feed the Goldbridge lad his own ballsack on our own. My husband means to say that your diplomatic resolution to our issue will be quite welcome. But we're well prepared to defend our own interests with force if need be. What is your dispute with Tyron Goldbridge exactly? One of my full tenants ran himself into debt and said the best way to clear himself was to go into business with Goldbridge. He let Goldbridge set up a quarry to mine ember steel from the cliffside in my lands. Can you believe it? His family was given the lot for farming, not to do with whatever he pleased. Well, I dealt with that bugger. He's currently rotting in my dungeons. Goldbridge refuses and abandon the quarry. Claims he's within his rights, even as a soldier stationed there. How fares the Armsteel family otherwise? Apart from our quarrel with Goldbridge, let me tell you, my smiths have been hammering swords that make me proud. The kind of quality I wouldn't want in the hands of my enemies, but maybe in those of a dear friend. I still need to hear the others. So, okay, you can get a good sword from that. Is this the Grey Lord? I was expecting someone taller. Shush, dear. Or the Aerocrest. Ghost Rain at your disposal. Am I to understand you might support us in our predicament with Baron Goldbridge? Promising to weigh your needs against the others fairly. Is this about gold? How much? Alan, shush, I said. Apologies, my wife did not mean to imply that your lordship could be bought. She merely wished to point out that looking out for wealthy merchants such as us could be beneficial to all parties involved. What's your dispute with him about exactly? Not long ago, I stocked a caravan full of the finest glassware, fruits from Meloria, and sent off for Thornhill. Oh, the audio's sounding good. The glassmiths in Malor create far higher quality glassware, and most fruit doesn't provide a good yield in these Northlands, so I was feeling rather good about it. But upon arriving Thornhill, we were suddenly informed of a new tax on foreign goods. Never encountered anything like before, and it's so outrageously high that barely anyone could afford to buy from us. What does the Baron have against your trade? Well, he owns Thornhill's glass blower, same as its farms. Competition will force him to lower his prices, which puts less gold in his pockets. I think it's very obvious what his motivations are. How fair his business otherwise. Apart from the misfortune to Thornhill, trade's been rather exceptional. In fact, I've recently acquired lots of exquisite jewelry, sort enough to share with those I consider friends. How fortunate. But I should still hear the others. That Goldbridge man has some nerve, I tell you. My lord seems to be a dresser all. It's all right, dear husband. Calm down now. You always stutter when you're upset. Yes, dear. I've been desperately waiting for an opportunity to meet Lord Aircrest. I believe you're the only one who can help us. Now, the city of Thornhill, our beloved home for generations, become more unbearable each day since Tyrone Goldbridge inherited the land from his uncle. What's the problem exactly? He's treating the city more and more as his personal kingdom, like it's only there to serve his own wealth, when he's supposed to act as his protector. The city itself ought to be governed by the mayor and city council, but over time he's bought or intimidated every council member. Those who refuse to bend over, like my husband here, he's had removed. Now his son and heir was elected the mayor, and the council rubber stamps his every word. Something must be done, my lord, or the future Thornhill is looking very bleak indeed. How fair is the old wood state itself? Our home still stands, despite everything. We may not be the richest of families, but our halls are stocked full of enchanted artifacts from those ancient ruins my father was always so fond of excavating. Perhaps they're enough to gift a good friend. So, nice sword. Nice sword. Gold. Or enchanted artifacts. I'm actually kind of inclined towards enchanted artifacts, because... well, that sounds interesting. Plus, fuck him. Like, he's screwing with the city council and the like. So, you know what? Then again, they probably just wanted screwed in their own way. But fuck him. Damn it. Truly, my lord. Would be ever so grateful. I kind of want to decide what arms steal. I kind of like him. You know what? Fuck it. Go for the sword. Remote. I'll talk to Tyrone right away. You know what? Fuck it. I like him. I was expecting something of this nature long before my arrival. Which say known on certain terms, Lord Aircrest, the Goldbridge family will not be bullied. The other families can barely agree on a thing, yet they're all convinced the bully here is you. Jealousy is the reason, so what if I've done exceptionally well for myself of late? I have every reason to protect the interests of my family. Not at the expense of the other families not in my realm. When you upset the balance of power in my realm, you upset me. You want to upset me, Baron Goldbridge? Of course not, but let's keep in mind, my lord, it's not wise to upset me either, my lord. Enough of this, I've made my decision. Indeed. Border disputes are the worst. You know full well that Noble Hills belongs to Armsteel's domain, yet you expanded there anyway. I won't have two of the most well-armed families in my realm feuding. Expect to see your mining operation withdrawn within the fortnight. Decide with yourself with those rats. This is outrageous. I need to get some air. For a moment there, things seemed rather heated, my lord. I hope the outside air cools Master Goldbridge down. I'm sure it'll be fine. Where do we stand on the evening's preparations? Oh, you know how it is, my lord. As usual, it's all hustle and bustle before a big night of celebrations like this. Just about everyone has some kind of crisis going on, but I'm sure they can manage without the Lord always solving their problems for them. Although there's one demanding guest that might be best handled by your lordship's care. It's Master Callanthir, the quirky spellcaster. He got rather fussy about the welcome drink I offered, that he preferred to taste the finest whiskey of the house. I have just the right bottle stashed away in my private reserves. Within the library shelf, I presume. Very good, my lord. Where would I find him? I left him marring your collection of old druidic artifacts for now, my lord, next to the library upstairs, as my lord knows. I'll see that he's satisfied. This really does have an old RuneScape vibe, though I wish you could right-click on things and, like, investigate. Like, examine and get something. Good day to you, my lord. After my long travels, I long for only one thing. Some of the finest whiskey in the land to warm my old bones. Kind that would only be found at the state of my lord such as yourself. No need to flatter, old mage. I bring just the thing for you. A bottle of decade-old Glimmerfield rye. You know how to treat a guest, Lord Aircrest. Mage gulps down his whiskey. Take a sip. Ah, that does the job. I can feel the wisdom descending upon me. You know, I'm something of a magician myself. Indeed. Anything you can tell a complete novice about magic. What most don't realize is that magic is open to all of us. One must merely learn to listen to it. Don't let unfamiliarity prevent you from harnessing its power, young lord. Perhaps later I may teach you a thing or two, if you're interested. How about adventures? Must have quite a few to share. Yes, well, I've seen a thing or two in my travels. Perhaps the word already reached your lordship about the bandits I drove away near Misty Wood. But then perhaps the lord expect to hear something more exciting. Well then, has the lord ever heard of a Kraugu? It is a dark, subterranean creature with claws like scythes. One was terrorizing a village west of the Arnane Plains not too long ago. Stop for a second. Food does smell like it's going, so I may be stopping soon. It was quite the fight. Monsters have chitin shells resistant to all forms of magic. So I tore them off with kinetic attacks and burned what remained in the searing blaze. Stopped the thing with inches of running me through with one of its clawed sides. Exciting. We'll talk more later, mage. Help! Somebody help! Huh? Oddly timed on that. My lord! My lord! What's the matter, boy? My lord, it's the Baron Goldbridge. He's attacking the estate, my lord. Ran as quick as I could. Should have known. Never trust the snake. Guards were rushing to defend as I got here, but the Baron, an awful lot of men. Sorry, my lord. Master Callanthir, I understand this is not your fight, but... Say no more, young lord. For a Baron to ruin a day of celebrations like this, it is truly disgraceful. I need a moment to gather my strength first. I shall be right behind you. My gratitude, mage. Aircrest broadsword. Whip. Armor. Shield. Ooh, I can do magic. Is it true Goldbridge is really attacking? My lord, we're in no position to defend ourselves. Please keep her safe. Hoped he would join in since I sided with him. there's an auto attack to it. Shields aren't passive, you have to time it. Oh dear, it seems you ran out of guards. So I consider your request. I'm afraid my answer has to be no. But I'd like to make a free request of my own. Only thing I'll hear is your surrender. You should have hired more men, Tyrion. I face worse odds than this. Oh well, suit yourself. Men, seize them. Enough of this. Won't sit idle by while my host is attacked in his own home. Bloody maggots. Retreat, all of you. Didn't expect to have to perform today. What will you do now, Lord Aircrest? Excellent timing, wizard. Any longer things might have turned ugly. You weren't worried I'll be late, were you? Wizard arrives precisely when he means to, Lord Aircrest. Cute. Well, I can't let the Baron get away. I'm going after him. Are you sure, young lad? Forgive me for pointing out, but all your men seem currently indisposed. If it slips away, he'll turn back to Thornhill to raise more men. You need to stop him before you prevent a war. So your reputation will earn, young lord. Well, I'm not so drained that I couldn't cast a few more spells, and I hate to let you face those bandits on your own. Count on my magic, Lord Aircrest. Thank you, Master Palanai. I shall be in your debt. Not to worry, your hospitality is rewarded enough. Besides, I enjoy my part in bringing humility to the scheming excuse of a baron. Now use copper battle axe. The mage is really good at killing people. And if anyone's wearing heavy armor, they'll definitely suffer. Said this would be an easy job. Said I lost half my men outright. Who knows how many more are still scattered in these woods? You ain't paying me enough for this. Shut up and look. The brave fool chased us here. You'll get your gold twice over what we agreed, but you need to fight for me now. Whatever he's paying you, it's not worth your life. Maybe not, but I ain't going in no dungeon either. I'm here for the Baron, not you. You can walk away from this. Don't listen to him. And why shouldn't I? This was the shit job from the beginning. It's time to cut our losses and move out. Can't trust anybody these days. Well, whatever. A few old men are worth more than a dozen mercs. Ooh, mage can heal too. Go on. I know when I'm beaten. I surrender. Tonight's guest of honor is a special place waiting for you in my dungeons. God damn! You could have killed him with that kick. Nicely handled, Lord Aircrest. What now? Won't let this stop the banquet from going ahead. Though I might still look around and check that everything's in order. Very good, young lord. In that case, I'll see if there's any more of that whiskey left. I think the mage well deserves it. I'm liking this so far. All preparations be made, my lord, as soon as you're ready. I think dinner may be done, so I'm going to stop here for a moment. And I'll be back soon to do more. Yeah, dinner's done. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I am. It's sad that it's keyboard and mouse. I kept I'm so used to games being controller focused that I kind of forgot it could be keyboard and mouse. So yeah, it's a bit awkward to play it. But if I can play it just mouse, it won't be too bad. If I can play just mouse, it won't be too bad. But anyway, I need to go get dinner. It's 10:25 at night. It's gotten a bit late. I had a late breakfast, so that threw dinner off. Well, I got breakfast at 3. I ended up sleeping way too late. So anyway, and I just wasn't hungry. But anyway, I'll talk to you again soon, folks. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the game, the demo. I'll mute. And its daughter was misangled. 1 second. There we go. Not sure how much longer I'll play for. I'm feeling a little unwell, but it should pass soon. Won't be able to return to this area after banquet starts. We'll linger for a mo. Yeah, this is even like RuneScape running animations, goddamn. This is very much... Splattercat was calling it a single-player RuneScape, and it really bloody is. It's legally distinct, but yeah, it's very much a single-player RuneScape. Which, I do have more recordings to go up with that. I've just fallen behind in editing my MMO stuff. But once I get back to and get through my... Jesus Christ. Can I bury this? No. Once I get back to... Jesus, these sprouts are tanky. Once I get back to and get through my Evil 9 stuff, you'll get... there'll be some FF14 stuff, but then you'll get... looks unusual. Once I get back and get through Evil 9, get through my Final Fantasy 14 vids, there is maybe 20 hours of RuneScape. I'm not sure, it's been quite a while since I did it. Only an animal would eat this. Most nobles would high on a day like this, but not you, my lord. And you can also still move by the minimap. Beautiful. My guests and fellow countrymen, I welcome you to this feast tonight, symbolizing the strength and unity of our realm. As you should know, I've always steadfastly defended our lands against outside invaders. But today we were reminded that Imbertale also has enemies within. Unchecked greed can make for a terrible beast. Well, I stuffed the beast in dungeons for now. I'm gonna let it fall to celebrations. The mage grooving over there. Enjoy the banquet, my friends. My lord, don't think we should forget your support you showed us towards his transgressions. We are ever so grateful. But words alone cannot describe the debt of our gratitude. Please, accept this gift. A sword from our best steel. May it serve you well in future battles. I am truly honored. Thank you. Sometime later. Apparently, I wasn't worried for a moment, but knew you'd. I wasn't worried for a moment. You knew you'd figure it out. Things might have ended differently if the mage hadn't gotten involved. Maybe, but he did. You've always been one to have allies, you know. Look, half the guests have either retired or passed out by now. They didn't have plates, but bread plates. Stale bread. I think it's time we retired too. Yeah, one thing though. That guest over there. The woman with the silver hair. Who is she? I thought she was someone you knew. The walking animation. It's finally here, Lord Rothar. It's found you. I'm afraid your rest is about to end and a nightmare to begin. Excuse me? I only hope that one day you may find peace again. Aye. Farewell, Lord Rothar Aircrest. Care to tell me what that was about? I honestly haven't the faintest idea. Let's just go. Darling, is everything alright? You look pale. I don't know, Fairly. I feel sick. Maybe we should lie down. Rothar? Ah. No, he took her suggestion quite seriously. He's lying down on the ground now. He's lying down under the ground now. Welcome back to the land of the living, Lord Aircrest. Did you enjoy your sleep? What? We're a little lost, are we? Understandable. After all, we've been slumbering in that grave for, well, must be over a century now. That's right, Lord Aircrest. Take a moment to let that sink in. It may have eluded you in the afterlife, but you've been dead for quite some time. I'm merely here to wake you from your illusions. No, this can't be right. It was the middle of a banquet. I need to get back. A banquet, was it? Ah, sounds lovely, Lord Aircrest, but reality is whatever banquets you held don't exist in history books now. Something you were merely reliving within the dream. So their afterlife is just a reliving of your life. Like a dream. Something you don't get tired of, you don't even realize you're reliving. I suppose it's not the worst. Though I suppose it depends on what happened in your life. Then again, the guardian of the dream is quite sympathetic. But somehow I feel she wouldn't have you go through horrible events, necessarily. So if you were, I know, raped and pillaged, she would brush that aside. There'll be a sometime later. That's nothing. It's a demo. Wouldn't be there. Don't believe you. This has to be some kind of illusion. There's some sick necromancer. I'll kill you for this. Why? Who are you and why would you do this? You may call me Gapers, a mage of extraordinary talents, in case that wasn't obvious. Need of a servant, a blackguard, if you will. And that's where you come in. You'll find you're placed under command of enslavement to obey my every command. Why me? What did I ever do to you? Oh, it's nothing personal, Lord Rothar. This remembers you as a rather capable man. Something comes in a short supply in this backwater excuse of land. Finding you wasn't easy, you know. Someone had taken the pains to remove your body from your family crypt and hide it here in this forsaken cemetery. What expect you will prove for it? Wait, it's an Aircrest manor. Where are we? for we've forgotten the corner of the land that the locals call Spruce Shade's Rest. You must have moved here for some reason after your family was thrown from power, but that's a relevant bit of history now. You've returned to serve me, and you curse me with undeath. You sicken me. Honestly, calling the curse is a little unfair. I've gifted you with immortality, Lord Aircrest. I even did what I could for your body. It was badly decomposed, though I advise you not to look too keenly in the mirror. You called this a gift? I already had immortality in the afterlife. What you've done is a nightmare. Oh, the afterlife, the dream, offers nothing but a meaningless existence. You've a renewed purpose now. I suggest you embrace it. Yeah, to be honest, I know, cycling your memories and events for all eternities doesn't sound the best. Though I suppose if you don't know the difference, it's not that big a deal. But I know, I prefer dealing with the real, you know? You know I have no intention of obeying you. Not willingly, perhaps, but then my magic gives you no choice in the matter. So you learn to accept your entire powers to resist me, the easier it will be. What will it take for you to let me go? We shall see. Promise serve me well, and perhaps in due time, once you've expended your useless to me, I may show you mercy. To begin with, I need you to dig up a little secret buried in these woods. What secret? We'll discuss that, but not here. Make your way out of the cemetery. There's a abandoned shack just outside Spruce Shade Village. We should be able to sight from curious eyes there. What eyes? Ignore as you begin casting a spell of teleportation. Black Grimoire, Cursebreaker. The demo. It would be nice if this did actually lead into the main game, so whatever I did I could carry over. Some games do that, but Curse Slate. Decayed ceremonial sword, a decayed armor, and a wedding ring. Okay, rabbit. No icon there. Beast of prey. Loot. 100% raw rabbit, 100% bones, 10% of brains, 14.3% of mushroom, 1 to 2 unusual acorns, 14.3%, perfect rabbit ear, 3.3%. Copper hatchet, simple peasant outfit, copper helmet, copper dagger, 100% brain, 50% chance of coins. Respawn time, 200 seconds, 600 seconds, 300 seconds. Actually including respawn time is insane. Okay, can I be honest with you? Laying it out here, I could play this game. Probably not anytime soon. I'll be better sitting at the table rather than lying in bed trying to do it. But I could definitely play this game. Oh, alchemy's increased. Curses, this is no natural storm. So I'm going to need another way out. I could definitely play this game. Like the full game. Just from what I'm playing so far, this is definitely my cup of tea. Well, I've played so much of the normal RuneScape, you know? So this game that's very clearly derived from it. Woo! But, I could definitely play this. What am I trying to say? Like, I'm playing this demo to figure out do I like this game? You know, what do I think of it? And from what I'm playing so far, I could definitely play the full thing. It's better if I can get back to the desk because it's very much a mouse and keyboard game. But yeah, chair's borked, and I've just been putting together the new chair for way too long. Days are just flying by, and I just don't have energy most of the time. I haven't been doing the best as of late. But once I can get back to the chair, I can start worrying about other games. Games that are not played with control. What's it called? Soul Ash 2. That was fine to play like this because it's turn-based. This ain't. But a turn-based game is different from this. But I'll definitely play this kind of game. Whenever I could find the time to do so, that is. But, yeah, I could definitely play a game like this. No problem. I'm into it. I'm already sold, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Found the caretaker lying on the ground with a massive wound on his side. He seems to be bleeding heavily, may not last long. Bleeding ragged man shifts his gaze to you. Quite a storm, eh? Must have been that necromancer's doing. Walked the only way in and out. Necromancer dead. So what he did, know what I am. Watched it happen. Saw it all from here, yeah. You were dead, alright. Now you can walk. I go to the other corpses. Others don't seem to talk too much down. I don't understand. Why raise them all? I thought he was after me. And exactly expert sword in dark magic now. But when the necromancer cast a spell, a lot of power, flashing lights, felt a shockwave pass through the land. And then all the dead inside began crawling out of their graves. Briso was warned, you know, not to disturb the sleeping souls. Nasty deeds cause the remains to start. How'd you end up like this anyway? Just that bloody necromancer stormed in here like the own place. I tried asking what business he had. Without a word, man punched a dagger at me. Leaves me crawling here. And leave you here like this. Is there anything I can do for you? Kindness from an undead monster. Wasn't expecting such a thing. Thank you. Could still save me. I shan't need but a simple healing potion. But need one quickly. Not sure how much longer I can hold on. There's any potions lying around. If you can't find one, it may be possible to make one. There's an old alchemy workbench forgotten at the crypts, I think. But I need some sort of ingredients. It takes a little skill, but it's a very simple potion. Extracted from red berries and dandelions. All grow around here plenty. Convenient. You could just walk over your corpse. Well, you're an aggressive bastard, aren't you? Skeleton. Whiskey. Copper shield. The true breakfast of champions. What is taking so long? Speak to me, slave. Storm blocked the road out. I'm forced to make my way to an underground crypt. Then do so. One of the crypt's entrance surfaces on the other side, at the outskirts of Spruce Shade Village. Find me once you reach it. The storm was it you were doing? Simply whirls, screaming in agony as my magic cut through its fabric. Pay its cries no heed, nor should you. There's a lot of undead wandering about you now. I imagine you returning to the world to have rest, but what of it? But if you lose your life, don't be. It's already long gone. Know anything about this place? Not much beyond it's an old resting place for the dead. In the old times, people used to build to a grander scale, and crypts like these are notorious for stretching on forever. Don't think I would come to your rescue if you lose yourself in there. Alright. Don't worry, I won't. And like RuneScape, you can do that to get him to navigate around himself, which is something I always enjoyed. Alchemist. Good old mortar and pestle. good grinding things to a powder. Explosive potions. Wild piercing shot potion. Oh, I just don't have a high enough level. Ugh. Annoying. Means I have to... Oh, I didn't want to use any brains, damn it. Fine. Oh, that respawned. Much like RuneScape. Now make the mild healing potion. But that means I have to go back outside and get the berries. Dead dandelions. Ooh, arm steel sword. Gifted to Lord Rotar Aircrest as a sign of friendship by the Armstead family, remains in excellent condition. In the full game, everything goes up to 100 skills. Much like RuneScape. Apparently there is a hanging pot tread in the game. It was mentioned on the FAQs or something. A hanging pot tread. Some character story that's not finished. They're debating as to whether or not to do a DLC for it, or if they should do DLC for it, or if they should do a new game. Apparently they did want to have necromancy in it, but for unstated reasons it didn't work. Healing potion. Wish there was an empty action, that would be useful. Oh, we can pick new flowers now. And if it is unlike RuneScape, then we can just, like, XP never caps out on an action, but it does become less and less viable to do. Ooh, I could keep killing them for canvassing, which would probably be better than what I have. No way to compare, at least not from here. Whiskey's a pretty rare drop. Caretaker stares at the sky, barely noticing your presence. Don't die. Don't die just yet. I brought you a potion for you. You did? Oh, bless the ancestors. Now the young potion caretaker who eagerly gulps it down. Truth be told, I wasn't ready to die yet. Maybe undead, but I owe you my life, sir. I promise I won't breathe a word to anyone about what happened to you. You know, folks might not be very understanding. What will you do now? I need to rest here a while and let the potion do its work. Once I've gathered my strength, I can hopefully sneak my way out behind you. Then we'll get the hell out of here to Heya. Know some folk there. There you go. Look for me if you find yourself in Heya. Maybe I can thank you properly there. Got 600 alchemy experience. The caretaker's democracy. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm sold on this game already. And actually, it's actually not too bad to play here just with the mouse. But yeah, I'm sold on this game already. It's... yeah, I've played RuneScape, I've played plenty of it. So this just feels like more of it. But from a more intimate perspective. So... it is a bit different than RuneScape. But it's good enough. Roasting stick. 5 health over 5 seconds. There's hardly any meat on it. Need a range weapon for that. And you want to? I hear you and you. I didn't think I would need. You didn't think I need to be physically present to command you, did you? Ah. I don't have a ranged weapon. I didn't see anything down there. actually highlight over the map. Can't interact with it. Scavenger. Hey, step back. Stay back, you super zombie. Come on in closer and I'll stab you. Calm down, I'm not a zombie. Oh, you ain't? Oh, you ain't? You ain't? You sure? 'Cause you look pretty pale and, well... Oh, shit. Oh. Shite? I guess it's nice I ain't the only living person around here. Well, I don't know about you, but I'll just stay nice and quiet back here and wait for them zombos to crawl back into their graves, alright? What are you doing here? Well, you know, I ain't moving graves around, and if that's what you're thinking, I just pick things up, you know. Like stuff people may be lost from this place. Give it back to them, for a small finder's fee, of course. Of course. Keep quiet, wouldn't want any zombies hearing the chat. It's a shopkeeper, but I can't. Can't buy from him.